Now that we've gone through three months of COVID, and in my line of work, we're always looking for new solutions to adapt to the market. And for the last 2 months, they're like, okay, we need to find COVID solutions. And kind of had a meeting the other day. I'm like, guys, let's take a step back. All these solutions that we're thinking about, these new solutions or existing solutions that we're trying to adapt to the new world, once there's a vaccine, they kind of become obsolete, or your unique selling proposition becomes not there anymore.
So this is the thing. Solution selling is about fixing a problem, and you need to identify what the problem is first. And I think this is where a lot of people go down a rabbit hole. Is they don't actually realize what the problem is.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're with a nice to have, not a must have.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is if it's a nice to have and you can't justify what the problem is that you're trying to solve, you've lost it over there. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with this. A vaccine may help 2 or 3 strains of COVID, but not the other 17 that exist over there. So there are things that are going to happen with the lifestyle that are going to change. Grew up in Hong Kong. They've gone through SARS once. They've gone through bird flu. They've gone through various things over there. So certain things were a part of life over there.
Yeah.
The fact is you had sanitizers everywhere. Face masks were a fairly common sight, even during a normal time over there. If you saw someone with a face mask,
it's normal.
You didn't think about it.
Yeah,
you said, okay, that's their choice, and that's how they're going to walk around. Fine. And you did that, and it's going to be a lot of that now. The fact is we've now learned a lot of lessons in terms of things that we took for granted at one stage in our life.
Yeah.
And we need to be more aware of it going forward.
Yeah.
And I think this is what we start adjusting to. So, for example, a little plug over here. One of the businesses we got into is we do now escalator sanitization equipment. So it's a little device you add onto an escalator, and that kills all the bacteria on the escalator handrail every time someone gets onto it.
Ultraviolet, through ultraviolet, or
ultraviolet, chemical, and with rollers. So it's a 3-step process. So it's 99.99% virus-free by the time it comes out, every time a new person gets on the escalator. Now, the fact is the average escalator handrail is 17 times dirtier than your toilet seat handle.
Ooh, nasty.
I knew about the shopping carts, but I didn't know about the
nasty.
escalator.
Yeah. Now you can't say don't hold the escalator handrail, especially you're going down, you've got your kids with you, you've got someone older with you, you've got someone who's off balance. You need to hold on to that thing.
Of course.
But now it's a question of, that's a problem that you need to look at, because that's how you stop anything getting spread over there.
Yeah.
And these are the type of things that you start thinking of is this has to be there, because this is again where automation comes in, because even something like cleaning, and then this is an area I've been spending a lot of time on in this month or last 2 months, is how has cleaning changed, and the role of humans versus automation in cleaning. And you say you've got humans and you've got automation or robots, and then you have a field called cobotics, which is where the robot is now the co-worker to the human. And this is sort of where it's going, because in this situation where you're trying to keep viruses free, you're trying to keep surfaces clean, it's about frequency of cleaning. It's about how often can you clean those surfaces. And that isn't what a human does very well.
Yeah, exactly.
The humans do the spot cleaning and the dusting, and that's sort of where the focus was.
Yeah.
And cleaning sort of was one of those things that happened in the third shift, in the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of coming into the first and second shift as well.
That's interesting. You mentioned that. So I think it was yesterday, I came across this article, this company in Melbourne, Australia. They're a 3D company, 3D printing company. They specialize in 3D printing metals. So they did a study, and they found that active copper kills microbes and germs. So so they did a test on COVID-2.
Yeah.
And apparently within 1 hour of contact of COVID with active copper, 95% of the COVID microbe dies.
So we've got a material we're working with as well that does something similar.
So now, interesting.
Yeah.
So now what they're doing is they're looking at coating every stainless steel touch point, whether it be the washroom, doors, handles, whatever it is. Spray it with that active copper, and
wow,
it helps. So it's thinking outside of the box, using existing solutions that we have to fix the problem.
So you guys have something similar, or that you're working on?
We are. It's sort of being tested at this stage, and we've actually just got the samples in. But I mean, these are the things we're looking at. Is in the long term, where do you start finding solutions to all of these things? Because you've killed one strain of the coronavirus, but what's to say in the next flu
It's mutating. It's mutating.
In the next flu season, what comes next?
Exactly.
These are sustainable solutions.
Yeah.
So regardless of what microbe or version of it
this
comes,
is it.
that solution will stand.
This is it.